Do you want to do work that really moves you, really makes a difference, and really grows your income? Maybe you've been trying and you're not where you want to be. Well, I'm here to tell you don't need to work harder, you don't need to judge yourself for procrastinating, and you don't need to tell yourself any other stories about being more motivated. You just need to get out of your own way. What keeps most people stuck is that they either lean way too hard on hustling or they lean too hard on doing the inner work. And I know this because this was my story. Being a former psychotherapist, I love transformational work. I love getting to the root of what's really held people back. But I couldn't see at the time I was really just hiding by not taking strategic action and showing up for what I really wanted to create in the world. Fast forward, I became a coach and started taking massive action and getting a lot of success in my life, but I wasn't feeling connected to my deeper purpose and I wasn't feeling fulfilled. What I've come to discover to create real, meaningful, lasting, and easier change is to do both in balance. Because anytime we take steps towards what we're wanting to create in our lives, the unconscious things that held us back will come up. Sometimes we don't even know that they're holding us back until we can unlock them. Because if we don't do the mindset work, we're just going to keep putting the same blocks and patterns onto different people and situations. And if we don't take strategic action, we're either going to go in the wrong direction or we're not going to get the results that we're wanting. So my work is really about both. It's both soulful and practical so that you can create success more gracefully and easily in your own life. You don't need to work harder, you just need to get out of your own way. So I had a client that I was working with and she wanted to go to her next level of success in her career. And I was supporting her in doing this and she just kept hitting up against a block. And so we slowed it down a little bit and discovered that she feared if she was more successful, she wouldn't be happy in her relationship. And of course she wanted both, right? So she didn't even realize that this was operating, but when her mom had gotten a promotion, that's when her parents divorced. So it was unconsciously operating inside of herself that she would have that same experience. And if we don't highlight some of these things, again, it's going to create more stress and more work for us. It's going to be harder to create the change that we're wanting. So the first thing is becoming aware, really becoming aware of what are the fears that are holding you back. And so I want to take you through a simple exercise that you can do with me right now to help start to become more mindful of what may be holding you back. So from there, you can take strategic action. One question to ask yourself is, what is it that I really want in my career, in my business? Right? Let's just say maybe it's making more money. Maybe you want that position. Maybe you want to make bigger impact. What is it for you? And then ask yourself, what is the one fear I have of having that dream, having that goal, right? And it's there, stay with it. So it's like, why would I fear having what I want? There's something in there. So if you just get mindful and don't just watch me, do this with me. This is where your change is going to happen, right? Transformation and then the action. So one fear I have of having this goal is, maybe it's if I get that position, I'll work harder. And I don't want to work harder because I want to spend time with my kids and my family. So what is it for you? Once you identify your fear, then you can bring presence to it. You can really look at, can I absolutely know that it's true that I can't have what I want and what I want, right? Because these set up a competing intention, right? You're going to say, I want this one thing and I also want this other thing. When you start to become aware of these things and you question that it's not possible, you get behind yourself. You feel your power and you can take action to find out what's actually true from there. You don't have to believe me, but be willing to test out the assumption. So again, just to review, one fear I have of having what I want is, and then be willing to question it. So rather than just watching this as entertainment, I just want to encourage you to actually take action by doing the inner work and then strategic action. And we support and uplift each other. So share in the comments below, what is the misunderstanding that you bought into? Because as you're reading through these, you'll probably realize, I didn't even know that was operating inside of me. And that's the hardest part, becoming aware. So then once you're aware, then challenge it. Question that you can't have both. And then from there, you're going to be much more clear. You'll be able to take strategic action and go much further than you could on your own. So I look forward to connecting with you in the comments below. And again, it's just about becoming aware of these things, taking your power back, and be willing to test it in action. You are so much more powerful than you realize.